Ladies and gentlemen, why invest in iCapitalBiz? Before explaining further, I would like to show you a summary of what will I be presenting later. First and foremost, I'll be explaining briefly on what is the closed-end fund, and this will follow by what is value investing and the valuation for iCapital. And I will also be presenting on the investment consideration, and here comes the interesting part where I'll be showing the iCap performance against our benchmark index and also some other investment vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, what is a closed-end fund? Closed-end fund is listed on the stock exchange where it raises a fixed amount of capital, and the funds are usually pulled from shareholders. Because they are listed in the stock exchange, therefore, their prices are actually determined by market forces. Next, what are the strengths of the closed-end funds? The strengths of the closed-end fund are their professionally fund managed, there's no risk of redemption, and they're also liquid instrument. Not only that, besides, they are also low risk exposure. Why? Because they have been diversifying their portfolio and not putting all their eggs in one basket. They are also high capital gain and pay out yearly dividend. Most importantly, investors will be benefiting from the bull market gain. Fellow investors, when there's an advantage, there's always a disadvantage. The disadvantage of a closed-end fund is it may be thinly traded and at times it may be undervalued. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know that iCapitalBiz have been investing through adopting the philosophy of value investing. So what is value investing about? Value investing applies when value investors buy an undervalued shares. So what do you mean by undervalued shares? Undervalued shares meaning a share that's trading below its intrinsic value. So intrinsic value is the actual value of the share or company. So usually financial analysts or investors, they will analyze the company past performance and also their future prediction in order to come up with this intrinsic value. The criteria for value investing is they might have having strong management, serving in a niche market, having strong cash flow, low PE, high return on equity, low share price to book value, and most importantly, good future prospects. So now, many of you will be wondering, what is the valuation for iCap? As at 15th of September 2011, the net asset value for iCap is RM2.58 per share, and their market price closed at RM2. So, what can we conclude here? Yes, you are right. It's undervalued. So, what should an investor do when it's undervalued? What should a wise investor do like you and me when a share is undervalued? Bingo, you are right. We should buy. Next, then many of you will want to know what's the investment return for iCap. Sure, the total investment for iCap is about more than 160% since the date it was listed, and its average return per year is more than 27%. Isn't it a huge amount? Okay, here comes the most interesting part that many of you would like to look at. First of all, besides just valuing iCap, we should compare iCap with other performance. For instance, iCap with our benchmark index, with other funds, with other investment vehicles. First and foremost, what can you see in these charts? As you can see that iCap has been performing better than KLCI. Of course, many of you don't like charts, you like figures, you like facts. I agree. This is why I take down the facts and figures for all of you. So the facts is, the average annual compounded return for KLCI index is 9.3% per annum. However, the average annual compounded return for iCap is three times much more than KLCI index, which is approximately 27%. So, ladies and gentlemen, many investors will start arguing and arguing, saying that there's other investment opportunities. Why should we invest in ICAP? I agree. There's other investment opportunities such as property trust, commodity investment, foreign currency deposit, property investment, equity investment. But bear in mind, fellow investors, they are much more risky than ICAP. For instance, property trust. What is their risk? Their risk is they are vulnerable to property market downturn. On the other hand, there are investors that prefer a safety net. Of course, there's also a safety investment, which like bank structured products, which is capital guaranteed, and also traditional bank deposit, and also government bonds and treasuries. So here comes the last part with what is the performance with ICAP against other investment? Let's take a look. Many of you here would like to know what is the return of ICAP with gold and silver. As you can see that the total return for gold is approximately 200% and silver is 300%. It's much higher than ICAP. But ICAP return is not low too. Yes, its total return is around 135%. Fellow investors, remember that. Ask yourself this question. Are you an investor that able to handle the risk and take the risk? Because gold and silver, their prices are very volatile. Besides, they are individual matter that don't provide any dividend. So, as you can look at this chart. If you were to buy gold now, you'll be buying at this price. So, are you confident that gold price will go further? Not confident, right? So it may go the other way around, which turn back down. Same goes to silver. Here's another interesting table which shows the other funds against the ICAP funds. As you can see that I pick up public mutual funds because public mutual funds are popular among investors. So as you can see that many investors, as you can see that ICAP annualized return is far much higher than public mutual fund. Ladies and gentlemen, many of you still not happy and still want to argue. Why should I invest in ICAP? Why not I put my money in the safe deposit which provide a more secure rate? Yes, you can. Well, investor, you can. The fixed deposit average return is only 3% per annum. However, bear in mind, investors, it's below our inflation rate and it gives you a negative return on investment. So you can see here that in other words, the value of our money is getting lower and lower. So, from here to today, I will end my conclusion by advising fellow investors to invest in iCapital. Why? The reason is simple. They have a strong and credible management and strong leadership, good track record, and they have been adopting value investing philosophy and have been providing superior returns. Besides, they are also low risk because they diversify their portfolio. Last but not least, they will only need a low capital outlay. Thank you.
And your family, and why?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will certainly invest in iCapital. Why? First, they are low risk. Second, their return is much better. Third, if you want to invest in gold and silver, their return is high, but you will need more skill. You will need to monitor gold and silver price every day. You will need more capital. And are you able to do that? However, ICAP, you just invest in ICAP and the professional funds manager managing for you. So my advice is I will invest in ICAP in your near future. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.